welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Diana Lockett. I'm a realignment coach and a yoga instructor. Now, realignment coaching is a life coaching methodology that combines traditional life coaching principles with life-affirming yogic philosophy, some positive psychology, shadow work, and being able to look at the full spectrum of being human and what it means for you to live, to inhabit your body, your mind, your spirit. And right now, as we are in this experience of lockdown with COVID-19, it's now going into, for me, 11 weeks. One of the gifts that's been given to me is how can I find openness in this time of restriction? So with so much restricted to me right now and to you and to the world, how can we find openness? How can we open up to possibilities and potential, not just for today, but for our future? I'll speak for myself, for my future. How can I open up to be able to embrace what's been given to me right now, instead of seeing it as a problem? Not that there are not inconveniences, because there certainly are, but for me, truly, they're only inconveniences. How can I open up to soften and allow these moments? And your mat is a great opportunity to explore. The mat is a beautiful mirror for where you hold tension and resistance in your life, and how you can soften and open to your experience. So allow your mat today to teach you how to stay open. And your breath is the best way to find it. You just breathe again and again and again. And when we open up to those little moments, bit by bit, little by little, the little moments that are available to us, we open our hearts to all of our life experiences. Please close your eyes, place your hands at your heart center, and begin to open into your breath. With deep inhales, notice where the breath begins to open your body. Maybe this is the first time today that you're consciously coming into your breath, noticing your breath. And so allow your experience to be what it is, just feeling into your breath. And for a moment, feel into your heart center, your energetic, emotional heart. What range of its experience is it longing to move into? So often in yoga, we just want to feel good. We want to feel the joy. We want to feel the light. But there's a whole lot more that's available to us if we're willing and courageous enough to go there and open to those possibilities, open to those ranges. And it will allow the light and the joy to feel even greater. And now move into your mind space. Where do you need to open up in your mindset? Perhaps to change your perspective, to be willing to allow an experience, to release a judgment. What needs to open up? Please draw in a few more breaths. This time your breath moves in through your nostrils. Nice and slow, and out through your nostrils. Your Ujjayi breath comes with the toning through the back of your throat, so your breath is audible. You can hear yourself. And each breath reminds you to come back again and again to the state of openness. I am practicing on this beautiful day outside. You'll hear some sounds of nature, sounds of community. Instead of allowing that to be a distraction, just open to it as part of your experience. Please release your hands, open your eyes, and transition into a tabletop position on your hands and on your knees. Fingers are spread wide, toes are curled under. You may want to have 2 blocks available. Stacked books will also do the trick for you. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your heart, lift your sitting bones. Exhale, push into your hands, curl your spine, chin to chest. Do this 3 more times. Your cat-cow breathing, cat-cow stretching. Each movement is initiated with a breath. And then you take time to feel your breath. So I am following a sequence today because I promised a student that I would share her sequence. And the sequence is moving towards dancer's pose. And I'll thank Priya right now for having offered this as part of her mentoring program, because I offer mentoring to students, to teachers. Inhale, back into a neutral spine. Exhale, lift your hips up into downward facing dog. So the mentoring program is for people who are already yoga teachers and looking to refine their skills, their language, their sequencing, their theming. And Priya worked on this sequence and I helped her to refine it. So if you have feedback, please leave a comment and I'll make sure to pass it on to Priya. Find your breath, stillness in downward dog. 2 more deep inhales and exhales. And then please make your way to the top of your mat. Inhale, fingers to your shin bones, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms to the sky, stretch tall. Exhale, your hands to your heart and alongside your waist. Inhale, reach up. Exhale and forward fold, knees are soft. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back with your right leg, drop your knee. Inhale, extend your arms up to the sky, reach through your fingers. Exhale, hands to the ground, lift your back knee, step to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale and fold. Inhale, arms to the sky, stretch tall. Exhale, hands to heart and alongside you. Inhale, reach up. Follow your breath. Exhale, let it take you on your journey into your movements, into the shapes of your body. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back with your left foot, drop your left knee to the ground. Inhale, arms to the sky, reach tall. Exhale, hands to the earth, lift your back knee, step to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, arms to the sky, stretch. Exhale, your hands to your heart and alongside your waist. Breathe, inhale, extend your arms up. Exhale with soft knees, fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, step back with your right foot and drop your right knee to the ground. Inhale, arms to the sky, reach tall. Exhale, hands to the earth. Lift your back knee, step back into a high plank position. Breathe in, squeeze your core. Exhale for your first one, drop your knees. Squeeze your elbows, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Untuck your toes, lift your shoulders up, push into the tops of your feet. Inhale, lift your heart. Little baby cobra. Exhale, curl over your toes, send your hips up and back into your inverted V, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Soften your knees and elbows. Inhale. Exhale, step or float to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart and alongside you. Inhale, extend your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back with your left foot, left knee drops to the ground. Inhale, arms to the sky, reach and open up your heart. Exhale, hands to the earth, step back, high plank, top of a push-up. Breathe in, knees can come down if you wish, slide forward. Exhale, lower down nice and slow. Inhale, find your back bend, either gentle cobra, shoulders lift up, tops of your feet are heavy, knees lift up, or upward facing dog, hips and thighs come off the ground as you press in through your arms. Exhale, curl over your toes, downward facing dog, 3 deep breaths. Your body might be starting to warm up. The muscles are warming up. The joints are feeling lubricated. Open to your breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, soften your knees and your elbows. Gaze forward. Make your way to the top of your mat and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms to the sky. Hold your arms long and extended. Anchor down through your feet. Take your thigh bones back and your tailbone into your body. And now keep your waist down, nice and steady and strong and stable. Begin to lift your heart. Reach your arms up. Maybe spin your pinkies in slightly. Breathe in. Come into a gentle standing back bend. Breathe out. One more breath. Inhale, reach your arms back up. Exhale your hands to your heart. Beautiful, and to your waist. Please step back with your right foot, about 3 feet. Lots of space between your legs, especially if your low back tends to be tight. Back toes are at 45 degrees, back heel drops. Inhale, hands to your hips, square your hips so your hip bones are facing forward, and then lunge into your front knee. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. This is Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1. Breathe in and out. Keep encouraging your right hip forward and your left hip back. Breathe in. Exhale. Hold your low body. Inhale, reach your arms behind you. Interlace your hands. Squeeze your shoulders. Tuck your belly in and lengthen your arms down. You feel the heart opening up to your sky, to your roof, to your ceiling, whatever space you're in. Feel your shoulders contain the back of your heart. As they connect, and the back of your heart now creates openness for the front of your heart. One more breath. Inhale, return your hands to your hips. Lift your back heel, step to the top of your mat, and for a moment breathe. Relax your arms. Inhale, exhale. Return your hands to your hips with soft knees. Please step back with your left foot. So your feet are not heel to heel alignment. There's space as though you're on skis. Back heel drops. Back toes are at 45 degrees. With your hands to your hips, square so your left hip is facing the same direction as your right hip, and lunge into your front knee. Inhale, extend your arms to the sky. Warrior One. Pinkies can turn in slightly so your shoulders connect. Lift your heart. Good. Holding everything in your torso and your legs. Just release your arms behind you. Interlace your hands with your opposite grip so you find openness as you move into the spaces of least comfort. Reach your knuckles down to the ground. Feel your heart begin to lift in opposition. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale, hands to your hips. Lift your back heel, step to the top of your mat. Rest your arms. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, with soft knees, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step or float back into a high plank. Now find your strength through your core. Pull your belly button to your spine. Inhale, slide forward. Knees can drop if you'd like. Exhale, lower down. Inhale into your back bend. Cobra is fine, a few inches off the ground, or upward facing dog. Chin is humble, crown of your head is lengthening. Heart and gaze are facing the same direction. Exhale, curl over your toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, float your right leg up. Exhale, step your right foot forward between your hands. Keep your left heel over your toes. Firm your left thigh. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Stretch tall. Turn your pinky slightly in, your thumb slightly out. Maybe lift your heart, find a gentle back bend. 2 more breaths. Good. Inhale, return your hands to the ground. Drop your back knee. You might want to double up your mat and place your knee on your rolled up mat. Inhale, walk your hands to your front thigh, lift your torso. Squeeze your legs towards each other. Bend your left heel towards your glutes and reach your left hand for the front of your left ankle. So you begin to pull your left heel in towards your glutes. Squeeze your right hip back and inhale, extend your right arm up. These are all variations, so your right hand can stay on a block on your thigh up to the sky, or it can reach behind and clasp your left ankle. So both hands are touching the front of your ankle and pulling in. And as much as you're pulling in and feeling the stretch through the front of your left thigh, imagine your foot pushing away into your hands. Breathe your shoulders back, inhale. Woof, and exhale. 1 more breath. If your hands can't reach for your ankle, you can always use a strap. Inhale, return your hands to the ground. Unroll your mat. Find your blocks, place them at the top of your mat. Lift your back knee off the ground, fingers to your blocks, and float your left leg up. Flex your left toes, drop your hips slightly, and extend through your ankle, through your heel, through the crown of your head. Hands can stay right here, or you can place your hands at your heart center. And find your breath for 2 more breaths. Beautiful. Inhale, release your hands to your blocks. Left foot alongside your right, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, remove your blocks. Exhale, plant your hands, step or float, high plank, breathe in. Core is strong, exhale, lower down. Inhale into your back bend, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, curl over your toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step your left foot forward between your hands. Keep your right heel over your right toes. Squeeze your legs towards each other and extend your arms up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Good. 2 more breaths. Fire up your right thigh. And see if you can send your left hip back slightly. Inhale, return your hands to the ground. If you need a little cushion for your mat, take some time to roll your mat and drop your right knee. Inhale, hands to your left thigh, torso lifts. Bend your right knee, heel towards your glutes, reach for the front of your right ankle. So stay here if this is where you need to be, and you might be using a strap. Inhale, extend your arm up as an option. If you don't have a strap, you could use a scarf, a tie, a belt. Option to extend your hands, so both hands are now clasping your ankle, and as much as you pull in, find a counter action of pushing away from your glutes with your ankle. Feel the openness in your heart as you breathe in and out. Good. And find inhales into your right quadricep, the right front thigh. If it's feeling tight, breathe into that space. Beautiful. Inhale, release your leg. Unroll your mat. Place your blocks or your books at the top of your mat. Float your back knee off the ground, and then float your right leg completely off the ground so it's in line with your hip. Right hip drops. Toes flex towards your face, heel stretches behind you. Stay here, fingers onto your blocks, core is strong to support you, crown of your head is lengthening. Option to place your hands at your heart center. Find your breath. Inhale, return your hands to your blocks, right foot alongside your left, and fold. Remove your blocks out of the way. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the ground, step back, high plank, breathe in. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale into your back bend. And then exhale, come back to your belly. Interlace your hands behind your back. Squeeze your shoulders up and together. Inhale, belly is strong. Push into your feet, especially through the pinky side of your feet, and lift your torso. Chin is humble, so you're not looking forward, but just down towards your mat. Arms are lengthening now towards your heels. Shoulders are squeezing. Breathe into your belly. And stay here, or inhale, float your legs away from the ground. Thighs lift up. Balancing on your hip bones and on your belly. One more breath. Release your hands. Inhale, come up into a tabletop position. Exhale, curl your toes under. Sit your hips to your heels. Walk your hands forward. Lift your palms and your wrists so you're tenting your fingers. And then melt the back of your heart between your arms. Beautiful. Inhale back into table position. Exhale, lower down onto your forearms. So your forearms are now on the ground. Spin your right forearm so it's parallel to the top edge of your mat, and your right fingers are pointing to the left side of your mat. Hip bones are heavy. Bend your left knee. Reach your heel towards your glutes, and then stretch your left hand behind you to find the front of your left ankle. Now avoid splaying your knee open. Keep your legs hip distance apart so your left knee is hugging the midline. Left shoulder lifts up. Breathe in. Exhale, pinky right toes are heavy. Breathe in. Pull your leg in. Exhale, keep your left toes flexed to the wall behind you. One more breath. Inhale, release your leg. Hands come forward. Forearms onto your mat. Left forearm now spins and pivots, so left fingers to the right side of your mat. Breathe in, hip bones are heavy. Lift slightly away from the ground. And then bend your right knee, reach for the front of your right ankle, and pull your right heel in. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more breaths. As much as you're pulling in, you're finding an equal opposite pressure of pushing your ankle into your hand. Inhale, release your hands. And then exhale, lower your belly to the ground. Bend both knees. Reach back with both hands to the front of your ankles. Your natural tendency might be to splay your legs open. Instead, hug the midline. Turn your heels towards your glutes. And then spin your toes so they're in line with your heels. You can't see them, but see if you can feel them. Flex your toes towards the wall behind you. Lift your shoulders. Inhale, breathe your heart up. Exhale, begin to kick your legs away from you. This is floor bow. Dhanurasana now. 2 more breaths. Keep hugging the midline with your knees so they're not opening wide. This is a good time to create containment. Beautiful. Inhale, release. Place your hands beneath your shoulders. Curl your toes under. Lift your hips to your heels. Puppy dog once more. Take your time to get there. Tense your fingers. Melt the back of your heart. Find 5 breaths. So puppy dog is a better alternative to child's pose at this point because it helps to neutralize your spine. One more breath. Good. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Soften your knees and your elbows. Make your way to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale your hands to your heart center. Close your eyes for a moment. Squeeze your shoulders back. Feel where your breath is opening into your body. Beautiful. Now open your eyes. This is truly hot yoga this morning. Release your hands. Make a little pivot with your right hand so your right palm is lifting up. as though you're holding a tray, and then bend your right knee. Place your hand behind you and catch the inside of your right ankle, and then squeeze your knees to the midline. Now inhale, lift your left arm up. So this is your prep pose for dancers, just holding here, feeling your balance, extending through your fingers and down through your left foot. Pull your right heel in towards your glute as much as you can. Shoulders are squeezing onto your body. Good, one more breath. Now you can take it into a deeper dancer's pose if you'd like. Begin to kick your leg back. Keep your toes flexed away from you. Reach your left arm up so your heart stays open. Right hip drops down. Left knee is soft. And at some point you might find that you've come to the maximum edge of your back bend, of your kickback. And then perhaps you can pivot forward from your hips, but that's not an obligation in this pose because it is a back bend pose. We want to stay open. One more breath. Good. Inhale, come all the way back up. Release, exhale, shake out your arms, shake out your legs. Take a deep breath. Inhale, arms up. Then exhale, hands to your heart. Left hand extends out. Palm up, thumb facing behind you. Anchor through your right foot. Bend your left knee. Reach your hand for the inside of your ankle. And flex your toes towards the wall behind you. Now you can always use a strap, and I'll demonstrate on this side with a strap. Place the strap in front of your left ankle. Reach it behind you. And then take both ends of the strap and pull them up towards your shoulders. So this is your starting point. So the first few breaths, I just want you to find your balance, to open up without having to be in a rush. In fact, we're going to slow it way down, as you noticed on the other side, before going into dancers. Breathe in and out. If your right arm is not lifted yet, you can go ahead and lift your right arm. Good. Microbend your standing knee. Knees hug the midline. Now begin to kick your leg back. So if you're using the strap, elbows are bent, toes flexed, and you kick back. I'm not going to go into the full extension today because I'm feeling a little bit of a tweaking in my knee. So I'm just going to stay right here. Kick back and slowly lift your arms. That creates your back bend. Your heart is open. Breathe in and out. If you've come to your full expression of the pose and you wish to pivot without coming into a full forward fold, keeping the openness of your back bend, one more breath, go ahead. Inhale, release slowly. And exhale, if you have a strap, please drop your strap. Come to the top of your mat. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale your hands to your heart center. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel your breath. Pema Chodron says, openness does not come from resisting your fears, but rather openness comes from getting to know them. Release your hands. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Knees are very generously soft. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back into a tabletop position. Puppy dog, hips to heels. Tense your fingers. Toes are curled under. Lift the underlining of your arms and lengthen from your pelvis all the way down your spine, all the way through your arms and fingers. Good. Inhale, come through tabletop. Lower down to your belly. Roll onto your back. And pull your knees in towards your torso. Rock gently from side to side. Good. Keep your right knee in. Extend your left leg. Keep your left toes, please, flexed to the sky. So your inner left thigh is heavy. Left hand to the outside of your right knee. Right arm extends. Supine twist. Guide your right knee across your body. Gaze to your right fingertips. Breathe in. And out. One more breath. Inhale, come back through center. Hug both knees in. Rock gently side to side. Good. Extend your right leg. Hold your left knee in. Right hand to the outside of your left knee. Open your left arm and guide your leg across your torso. Your gaze can turn to your left. Ensure that your left shoulder is heavy. So if your left shoulder comes up away from the ground, just open your left knee a little higher towards the sky. Don't go as deep in your twist. Inhale, back to center. Hug both knees in. Rock from side to side. And release your legs. Let them lengthen on your mat. Invite your toes to fall out. And wrap your arm bones a little bit under your back body. And then allow your arms to take a little space. Open up, palms to the sky. Draw in a deep breath. And part your lips, exhale. Relax your body. Imagine Mother Earth, through the floor that you're on, through your mat, is opening to receive you. How much more can you soften and be received? Where can you let go just a little bit more? Release any holdings, any tension, any tightness. Bring your awareness now back into your space, wherever you happen to be. And into the openness of your body. Feel your breath. Bring gentle movements into your fingers and your toes. Inhale, extend your arms overhead and lengthen your toes in the opposite direction. Perhaps lift your toes so they're facing the sky and your legs are now hip distance apart. With your full body stretch, reach in two directions and then exhale through your mouth, H-A, gentle sigh. Do that one more time. Please make your way to one side. And eventually to a seated posture, perhaps sitting onto a block or a cushion. Inviting your knees to land below the height of your hips. Lifting the sides of your waist so your shoulders are up and back and your side body's long. Core is a little bit toned. And now place your hands at your heart center in Anjali Mudra, palms touching. And your gaze bows to your hands and to your heart. Please draw in a deep breath through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Where do you long to open, to receive your life? This moment right here, right now, is your life. So notice if there are any spontaneous pop-ups from your heart, championing you, encouraging you, saying yes to your life. Thank you for joining me in your practice today. The light in me acknowledges and bows to the light within each of you. Namaste. If you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor, subscribe to my channel, and share it with a friend. Have a wonderful day, everybody.